Hey you guys, so I just wanted to say hi, by the way. I miss you guys all the time. I'm going to comment real quick on what my thoughts about this Roe versus Wade overturn and why it's so essential for that to be handled, especially for narcissistic abuse survivors and people who are still going through it. Now, why is this so important? We need to be able to control whether we give birth or not. When I was 6 to 7 months pregnant with my ex narcissistic husband, I started getting signs that he was cheating on me, right? And so when it was time to give birth, right after I gave birth, I was like, you know what? We had discussed him getting a vasectomy, which he never did, of course. But of course, I got mutilated by getting myself sterilized at Howard University Hospital here in DC, which was a horrific experience because they forced me to stay awake, number one, which I had to watch that shit. It was not like a giant sheet, it was like a little teeny sliver like that, where I could just see them pulling on things and shit like that. I'll get to that on another video, but I got myself sterilized because I did not want to have another baby with someone that was so disgusting and gross. And I was stuck in this marriage at that point in time. I wasn't able to get a divorce or kick him out according to the laws here in DC. So what could I do? What I could do is control my body, which was not to have another baby with a fucked up ass, demonic, sadistic, malicious, insidious ass, cheating piece of shit. So what are they going to come for now that they've come for abortion and supposedly won, right? They're going to come for things like being able to sterilize yourself. They're going to come for things like being able to take the morning after pill. They're going to come for that. So I'm down with the fight, and DC is a place where they do have a lot of protests, and I'm going to be a part of that. Now let's move on because I have to go fast. In my situation, after I got sterilized and things like that and found out about the cheating, I felt really horrible. I mean, it's a very painful experience. It's very painful to heal from, at least in my case, but it's necessary. Now, recently, I found out that this 30-year-old motherfucker is fucking 17-year-olds that he's meeting on dating sites like Plenty of Fish, POF. He's meeting 15-year-olds that I heard he's also fucking, which is now the arena of statutory rape. Now, what would happen if one of those children got pregnant by this grown ass man? Well, I guess she's gonna have to have it now, isn't she? That's fucked up. Because at 15, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You think you're grown, you're trying to be grown, but you're not grown, right? And this predator, who I am so disgusted to the point of throwing up, literally, right now, is out there basically raping people's children. You're fucking children. You're fucking 15-year-olds. You're fucking 17-year-olds. And then you're preying on 18-year-olds who just became so-called grown but don't know shit. They need to have the right to abort that shit. Not to mention the fact that the health department should definitely be called, because he did, after he left me and the family, 2 months later, contract herpes from a prostitute. Which I'm so thankful I didn't get, but guess what he is doing? He's spreading that shit throughout the community. Not only has he hit up almost all of Washington, D.C., he's hit up Tacoma Park, Maryland. He's hit up College Park, Maryland. He's hit up, the 17-year-old lived in Alexandria, Virginia, so he's all the way out to Alexandria, Virginia, and he fled from Baltimore. So that means there's a string of bitches in Baltimore probably wondering what the fuck is going on, right? No doubt probably pregnant or have had babies or something by this disgusting idiot, right? So I normally don't put people on blast like that. I refuse to say his name in all my videos because I feel like the same way you don't say Candyman or Bloody Mary or Beetlejuice 3 fucking times or whatever the fuck demonic poltergeist like entity that you don't want to appear. But in this case, I have to be responsible or blood would be on my hands too if I don't at least show you some pictures of this motherfucker and tell you what name he's going under. So currently he's going under the name Ryan the Lion Smith, or Ryan the Lion, or Ryan Christopher Smith. It's going to be on all types of websites, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, because narcissists do what? They like to be seen all the time, and it helps them gain supply, okay? And since his supply has graduated to children, you need to know that shit. So if you see this shit, see this motherfucker, you have kids, protect your kids. That dude that was like, hide your kids, hide your wife, yeah, do that too. And then you call the health department and the police. The most that I know is he lives in the Rhapsody across from the 930 Club with this fat, gross, purple hair bitch named Robin Salas, who helps him do these things and does porn on Pornhub or some weird shit. So you can check her Instagram out too. And if you can catch this motherfucker, do it. Yeah, so let me show you a couple pictures. Just in case you see this shit online, avoid it and please alert authorities because we don't have a lot of time. So let me see if I can get that in there. That's him. If you see that motherfucker, that dude's fucking children. If I catch him, I'm calling the cops, even though the cops don't really help you a lot here in DC, which I learned through getting a restraining order on this individual. He can look like that. Yeah, smiling while you're fucking children. I'll show you another one. He can look like that. Yeah, smiling while fucking children. Crazy piece of shit. We need to fight. And I know you know that already. I don't need to tell you guys that. If you're even taking care of yourself enough to watch a narcissistic abuse channel, get on it, bro. Because it's people like that that cause reasons for needing an abortion because they're sexual predators. What are we going to do? No one wants to have a child with a sexual predator. Okay? No one wants to be raped. No one's kids deserve to have an abortion, even though you have the right to, but you don't deserve to be put in a position to even need one because you have an asshole and a gross demonic individual like that lurking around where you have obviously sexually curious, preteens or teenagers. You know what I mean? They get into trouble and shit. They don't need a predator like that that's narcissistic and gross as fuck and willing to have sex with them, knock them up, get them diseased up, and then they don't even have the right to their own bodies to even correct that and move on with their lives, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there. I didn't want to make this video very long. I had to put his face and name on that one because you start digging into people's kids, bro. I mean, it's bad enough you're attacking adults, but when you start going in on kids, when you're 15, you're a kid, bro. When you're 17, you're a kid, bro. And anybody who's a parent out there, you don't want nobody like that touching your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they made a mistake out of curiosity. This piece of shit's waiting in the wings to fuck your kids. God. Anyway, I love y'all, and you know what? Like, share, and subscribe. Everybody needs to be aware of this shit. And everybody needs to fight back for the courts to reverse this monstrosity of a decision to get rid of your right to your body. You understand? And I love y'all. And I hope this reaches people and rock with me, man. We can do this, but it needs more people like me and you to make other people aware of what's going on. Narcissistic abuse, you know what? I didn't even think went that deep into fucking people's kids, but apparently is that sadistic. And I'm going to take care of my end on that and just make people aware. So I love you guys, and please have a good day and watch your kids, okay?